Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a little check-in for our collective. So this is a video that I'm creating in between our typical Monday, Wednesday, Friday posting schedule. I generally post on those days at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when we do our collective readings and energy updates. So of course, I do invite you to tune back in on those times and days if you do feel guided to do so. But I want to channel a bit into the energy right now because I'm getting a message coming through that powerful changes are happening as you feel like you're standing still. And this has been a major message that's been recurring through some of the recent readings. This idea that the current energy is almost as though we may feel stagnant in the physical realm, the equivalent of feeling as though we're standing still, and yet energetically, we might feel ourselves going 1,000,000 miles an hour. And that is because there are these huge energetic shifts that my guides wanted to call quantum leaps taking place that actually have been in the works for a really long time. But as I channeled through in the previous video, which I do recommend checking that out after this one if you feel guided to it. But we talked about how we've shifted timelines and how this timeline shift is causing us to feel almost like we're spinning or reeling a little bit from the energy when really we're just processing it. But also there's been a buildup to this point. We've been energetically prepared, specifically expanded energetically to be able to hold more light and more energy. So congratulations for making it to this point. If you've aligned with this video, as I said in the previous reading, you are on this brand new timeline and there are so many amazing things in store for you. You also, I feel, are being guided at the moment to really pause and give yourself some appreciation for how far you've come and how much you had to prepare yourself and expand yourself and be expanded by the universe to reach the point that you have now, because you are most likely feeling yourself on the cusp of something very powerful. It's almost the sense of being on the brink of a breakthrough. And I just saw the number 313, so I am going to be looking up that number now. Yeah, this can be a sign that you are moving forward. You are on the right path. You are going to be achieving all of your goals. You're making positive progress and transformation. So that in itself might be a message right away for someone. But of course, I do want to use the tarot cards to pull further specific messages and clarification. Now, as with all of my readings, I do recommend using your intuition and only taking the messages that really resonate with you on a personal level. But I also do want to let you know, I know many of you have been asking since the start of the channel if I'm ever going to do personal and private readings. And although I still currently do not have personal readings open to the public, that is something that's in the works, coming most likely the beginning of 2025. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to offer a free tarot reading giveaway from me. So if you do want a free entry into this giveaway contest, then the full instructions to enter are in the description box under this video. I'm going to be doing one free reading giveaway per month. So essentially, you can subscribe to the channel, double check that you're subscribed, as this is a subscribers only contest. Then like the video and leave a comment sharing how you've been feeling since the 1111 portal, what's been happening in your life this week. So all of the full instructions are in the description box, but essentially the instructions are to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment sharing how you've been feeling so far this week. And one of these comments will be randomly selected from the pool of all comments on November videos. And the winner of the contest will be announced through a community post on my YouTube channel on December 1st, 2024. So a huge thank you to all of you who have been tuned in here, and good luck to everyone who is entering the contest. Again, it's entirely free to enter, and the full instructions are in this video's description box. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. I am just feeling this excitement. It's almost like a really positive anticipation. So maybe I'm picking up on a specific group in the collective that's feeling this positive anticipation. Now, for others of you, this could actually be someone that you're connected to, because although at the beginning of this reading, we were talking about the timeline shift and how that might be affecting you, for some reason, I'm getting this sense that we're going to be talking about a relationship or a person. My guides are correcting me, maybe not a literal romantic 3D relationship, but a connection. So it may not be defined as a relationship in the physical, but it's a deep soul connection. Someone who's thinking about you with this energy and excitement that's coming through in this reading. So if that sounds like your situation, then stay tuned, because I really feel that's going to be coming through this reading. So here we have the Page of Cups in the upright position. Now, sometimes when I pull this card, it can feel a little bit immature, but this time I'm not getting that immaturity in a negative sense. I am hearing the words childlike spirit. So I feel that the person that we're connecting with here is someone who has a very childlike spirit. I got the word excitement, but also the word halfway. So this may be someone who wants, for some reason I'm hearing they want to meet you halfway. I got the name Scott, the name Chris. I'm seeing someone with glasses and like dark hair and a mustache, like facial hair. I'm not sure who I'm picking up on there. I'm also getting the words apple and the word create. So it's interesting. I'm actually picking up that this is someone who is feeling almost like a childlike sense of excitement. This is definitely a sort of Christmas morning feeling, kind of the way that you'd feel as a child the night before Christmas if you were someone who celebrated Christmas growing up. If not, it's just that sense of excitement that we so associate with our childhood, almost with a sense of naivety. Maybe that's how we judge childlike excitement as adults, but there's such a playfulness to it. There's such an open-heartedness to it. The word unexpected is coming out here as well, and happy surprise. So I feel as though someone considers you to be, I'm hearing, where did you come from? It's like you came out of nowhere, and I'm getting the words wrecking ball. Interesting. I actually also just heard in my head the song Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. And for some reason, my guides are saying that some of these lyrics might be significant to someone who's listening here. And it's interesting. So I got, we clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell, a love no one could deny. Don't you ever say, I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Wow. And that line, I will always want you, is coming out so strongly. You know what? I feel this is strange. Okay, so this is going to get a bit nuanced. I actually am picking up on two different energies here. So this won't be for everyone, but for some of you listening, there are two people in your energy, and one of them is this happy surprise energy. It's this person who is just so excited to have met you or connected with you. This feels like it might be a newer energy, or maybe even someone you haven't met yet, but someone that you have a soul connection with. This is definitely giving me soulmate energy. It feels really light, really playful, but it also has that soulmate element of familiarity to it. This is someone who also seems to be very emotionally connected to themselves, not afraid to express their emotions to you, and they really seem to wear their heart on their sleeve. This person may be very much of a visionary, a dreamer in their life. I'm hearing entrepreneur, so maybe they're a business owner or an entrepreneur. I got the name Jimmy, but also the words history and universe. So I feel like the universe brought the two of you together, or again, if this is someone you haven't met yet, the universe is going to be bringing the two of you together. And I don't typically take notes during these readings, but I felt really guided to draw this path as I was doing the reading, and then a split off in two directions, two pathways. So these two different people coming up here might actually represent two different potential pathways for you, or two different energies that are almost competing. I'm hearing competing without knowing each other. So I know that sounds really strange, but I feel like these are two people who don't know each other in the physical world, but spiritually, they both have this soul level awareness that it's almost like they are fighting for your heart here. They both want to win you over. So maybe I'm speaking to a specific group in the collective that is in some kind of love triangle situation. I got the name Timmy for someone. I'm not sure who that's for. Maybe the name Timothy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and channel a bit more from this. So let's go deeper into this. There's someone here who feels like, and again, this could be someone you haven't met yet, but they feel like meeting you has been this happy surprise. They are someone who's very emotionally open, very heart open. I'm hearing they're very talkative, very conversational. They have this like high energy around them as well. They may be someone who uses their hands a lot when they talk. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. But on the other hand, we have this wrecking ball energy. So there's someone on the other hand here who doesn't want you to walk away from them. This is someone who, it's like a very complicated situation with this person, because I'm hearing mixed signals. They've given you mixed signals because unlike the first energy, that dreamer energy that's very heart open, this second person here tends to keep their heart closed. I'm hearing it's been so long since I've cried. So maybe this is someone who didn't cry for a very long period of time in their life, or didn't show emotion, and you came in and like broke them open and started releasing all of these stuck, pent up emotions within them that became really overwhelming, because I'm also getting it seemed to deconstruct some kind of lie that they were living. Again, the song lyrics here are saying, I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you. So this may be someone who actually was a runner in your connection, who may have ran away. And I'm getting in some cases, this running away may have not been literal. So they may not have actually broken up with you or walked away. I mean, that may have been the case, but I'm getting that more often than not, they ran away emotionally and you were the one that cut it off. So this person went cold on you or disconnected, or I'm hearing abandoned you emotionally, and you loved yourself enough to set a boundary with them and to say, either with your words or just with your actions, I'm not going to tolerate being disrespected. I'm not going to throw myself at someone emotionally who isn't reciprocating with me or who is afraid to open their heart. I got the name Leah for someone. And so I feel that you cut things off, but this person left emotionally first, if that makes sense. That's just what I'm getting from this whole situation here. I got the name Josh for someone. That could be someone's name. But I do want to channel a bit more into this person here, this wrecking ball energy. I did get the term twin flame. So this may be someone who is your twin flame. And maybe this love triangle that we're kind of channeling in here is almost like one person who's a twin flame to you and one person who's a soulmate. We got the star card. Yeah, so there's actually a very deep spiritual connection here between you and this person who ran away. And again, there's this realization here that as long as they're running from you, they'll be living a lie. I got the word swept and motor. I'm not sure if those relate to someone. Maybe with motors, someone could work with cars here. This could relate to driving in some sense. Okay, so this card, the star card says, when all is lost, my hope still shines like a guiding star. I will follow it. When we see a lone star surrounded by the dark in the night sky, this card says, we follow it with faith that it will lead us to where we are meant to be. It's a symbol of hope and despair. Okay, so I feel that you cut this person off, but then they went through a deep, dark night of the soul, a very, very dark period of time in their life where the two of you were not in physical communication or connection. You may have been very disconnected. And during that period of time, although this person ran away from you and abandoned you emotionally, during that time, the essence of you, your soul, became like a guiding light for them through the darkness. Your soul was guiding them through their darkest times. And I'm hearing that's why this person is coming back. Now, for some of you, they may have already come back into your life. I'm hearing desperate. Maybe they're afraid of looking desperate, but they just don't care. They're putting themselves out there anyway because they need you to know something. That's what I'm getting here. They need you to know that during the darkest periods of time in their life, and I'm starting to get kind of emotional, which is interesting because, as we said earlier, this is someone who in the past was very closed off from their emotions to the point where you may have had to cut them off or set a boundary with them because they were going so cold or being so emotionally disconnected with you. But now they're feeling this avalanche of emotion. And I'm getting that it's bittersweet. And we're going to go more into that, but they see you as the one who was guiding them through the darkness. Even if the two of you were completely disconnected, you were the one that they felt within them in a spiritual sense, because especially if this is a twin flame, your souls are connected. So in a sense, you were that light in their darkness. You were assisting them spiritually, even if you were not in each other's lives physically. And that is what this person is actually recognizing on some level. And the somewhat surprising thing about this is they actually realize some of this consciously, which I feel like this is someone who tends to be much more logical, maybe spurns the idea of mysticism or soul connections or certain spiritual things. But they actually consciously realize that there was some spiritual aspect to the way that you and your essence, your soul, acted as this guiding light for them through a very dark period of time in their life. And I feel that they want to come back in to tell you that you were this light for them, even when the two of you were physically separated, that they always felt you within them. And really to say, I will always love you. That is the message coming through most strongly from this person. What else can I channel here about how this person is feeling towards you? I keep getting the word competitive, that they're feeling competitive. They do feel disconnected from you with the Four of Cups. They're worried that all you feel towards them at this point is apathy. And on a deeper level, as I said earlier, although they do not literally know the other person involved here, this other energy of the soulmate, we could call it in this reading, this person who's very open-hearted, very much a dreamer, very much sharing how they feel with you. it's almost like this twin flame is sensing the presence of a potential soulmate that wants to connect with you, and they're feeling competitive towards that person on this subconscious level, even if they haven't met them or don't know about them in a literal sense. It's almost like the presence of that other energy is still lighting a fire under them to get things together, to be able to let you know how they feel. I'm hearing to put their offer on the table here, whether they consciously realize that that's why they're doing it or not. This is someone who, it's almost like their realization of how they've always felt about you. This isn't really even them realizing just how they're feeling about you currently. It's almost like they're suddenly waking up to the realization of how they've actually felt about you since the beginning. I saw the number 111, so that could be resonant for someone. But I also want to channel a little bit from that number so it can represent a call to actively engage in honest dialogues, to share your deepest fears and highest hopes. And that is exactly what this person is being called to do, meaning their spirit guides, their own internal guidance is trying to push them to open these honest conversations with you, to get deep with you emotionally. And this is something that this person has been very resistant to in the past, that they actually find it really difficult to do. It's a hurdle for them to overcome. And I almost feel on some level, because you're very intuitive, it's almost like you've sensed the internal struggle within this person when it comes to opening up to you, but you are no longer willing to be this bridge for them. It's almost like consciously or subconsciously, you are requesting from them to be the one to overcome that hurdle of fear and to open up to you on a deeper level. And I have to say, I'm getting the word blame. So I almost feel as though this may be someone who's actually blamed you in the past for a lack of depth or openness between the two of you, but this hasn't been your fault. That blame has been displaced because you've actually been very open and receptive towards the potential for honest dialogue and deeper conversation. It's just that you recognize this person has hurdles within themselves that they have to open up. So you are holding the space for them to step forward and make those moves towards deepening the emotional bond here by getting real with you, by getting more honest and open with you. And again, you are no longer willing to be the bridge for that. And this person is realizing that you are no longer going to be their emotional bridge, that if they want to make a connection with you or make an offer to you, they're going to have to overcome their own fears of emotional intimacy. And they're not going to be able to utilize you and your open-heartedness, your emotional connectedness as a bridge to their own. That bridge has been removed by the divine, and you have been following your intuition in removing that bridge of being the emotional connectedness for others. Not just for this person. I'm actually getting this has been a shift taking place in your life generally, where you are no longer allowing yourself to artificially be someone else's connection to their own higher self, their own emotions, their own divinity, their own intuition. You are in setting boundaries and focusing on yourself, holding the space for others to independently be able to emotionally connect with themselves and therefore with the divine on a deeper and more intimate level. But not everyone around you necessarily reacts well to this because they've been used to utilizing your energy as that bridge. Wow, very powerful and interesting messages coming through. If this has been connecting for you, then I really recommend exploring some of my subliminals that I've created specifically for this reading. I would recommend my subliminal for love, Magnetism, because regardless of which option you want to choose or which way you want to go with this energy, this subliminal will help you to clear out any love blockages you might be storing within your 7 chakra centers, and it will help you to align energetically with your highest vibrational timeline in love, not just romantically, but in all areas of your life. It will help you magnetically attract in more love, positive attention, positive outcomes, and amazing opportunities into your life. For those of you who don't know, subliminals are so powerful as manifestation tools because they address the subconscious mind, which research has shown it's our subconscious that actually controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So subliminals can be incredibly powerful as this kind of backdoor to manifesting more quickly and effectively in our lives. I've personally seen more results using subliminals than any other meditation or manifestation technique. So I am now sharing my personal library of them with all of you through my app, Sound and Soulful, which contains over 130 subliminals for every area of life. And when you sign up for a free trial account in the app, you get access to every subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can listen to and read the affirmations while you are listening. So the link to download my Subliminals app and get started with them is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Also, of course, as I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, if you do want a personal reading, then instructions for entering our free tarot reading giveaway are in the description box under the video as well. You can subscribe, like the video, and comment for an entry into this free contest. So I hope that this reading has been helpful or beneficial to you. And I'm so appreciative to each and every one of you here. Thank you for being such a powerful and important co-creator in this space. And I will connect with you here again in the next video.